Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner is a New York Jet!
Swaggy Sauce Gardner.
I love Sauce. I love his tape. I love his press technique. I love his confidence. He has everything you want to see in the position. And I think Robert Saleh in this scheme is perfect. It's a hand-in-glove fit for him, man.
Garrett Wilson.
It's Garrett Wilson! The New York Jets have just got two big-time playmakers!
I believe that Garrett Wilson is going to be the most impactful rookie receiver in this class. And I think we see Zach Wilson play like he did the last 6 games of the year, times 10, and have a phenomenal second season.
Wow, you think? Yeah! Yeah! Let's Jermaine Johnson!
Brees Hall, running back, Iowa State.
Brees Hall, oh my God, they got him! They went offense. They went with the best running back in the draft. Jeremy Rucker, oh my God! The Long Island native is a New York Jet!
J-E-T-S, Jet, let's go!
Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to another Jets Media live stream, and we're live today with a brand new segment here on Jets Media that we will be doing this segment every single Tuesday throughout the entire season. We will be talking about some players that are rising and some players that are falling in the stock market. Now, you guys might be wondering, the stock market, what do you mean, Richie? Well, we're not going to be talking about it in today's stream, but starting next week, we'll be talking about a really interesting company that is going to be fun because we're going to be able to invest in some Jets players that are like in the stock market in the NFL, but we'll be talking about that next week. But today, we're going to be breaking down the list that I put together of some players that stock is rising and some players that is falling. Basically, it's just going into week number 1, which players impressed us, which players is concerning us right now. And that's really what today's video is going to be about, really breaking down the positives and the negatives of each individual player. And we're going to be talking about a lot of great stuff in today's stream here on Jets Media. So guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button on your way into the show. I see a lot of people tuning into the stream already. JETS is in the chat. What's good, John? What up, George? Good afternoon. Amari, don't forget to unmute this time. I made sure of that this time, man. What's good, my man? George wants Jermaine to wear 11. James wants Mike White to start. Michael says, save your receipts. We'll invest in Jets players next week. We'll see, man. Richie, Carl Lawson stock down. I wouldn't say that, Steven. This man had 2 quarterback hits and 4 pressures. Don't just look at the box score, my man. He didn't have a dominant game, that's for sure. But I don't think his stock is going down, my opinion. Great seeing you, Steven. What's good, man? We do this for players. We're true fans. Hell yes. Give me hope for next week. We're going to be doing a lot of content here on this channel leading up until Sunday, of course. And Sunday, I'll be live for the game. We're going to be live for every single game on Jets Media besides, obviously, the week 1 game and week number 5 because those are the only games I'm going to be at the game. But expect a live stream tomorrow. The AFC East Roundtable tomorrow as well at 7:30 p.m. If you guys want to subscribe to that channel, it's down below in the description. And Thursday, we'll be live for the flight preview going into the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets, really understanding what the Jets need to do in order to get the victory. And today, we're going to be talking about a lot of players in terms of who's looking good and who's not looking good. So if you guys are not tuning into the stream already, do not hit that thumbs up button. Please make sure you do so for my boy. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Oh, we got Steven from the Jet Lounge Steven is Sack Exchange. Oh, what's good? This is Sack Exchange. Didn't realize. Love having you at the hangar and the tailgate. Love being there, man. You really hosted a phenomenal event over at the Jet Lounge, at the hangar, at MetLife Stadium. Really do appreciate that, man. Really do appreciate everything you do. Hennessy's in the chat. What we talking about today? Same old thing. Hennessy, don't worry. We're not talking about the same old thing, my man. Don't worry. Jermaine Johnson's going up. I agree, Steven. I agree. So we're going to start off with the negatives. We're going to start off with the players that are going down because, unfortunately, guys, there's more downs, right? There's more negatives to talk about because the New York Jets simply lost against the Baltimore Ravens and didn't look that good. But again, I'm going to say it one more time. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you did not already. I greatly appreciate that. Only 14 likes with 53 people tuning in. So please hit that thumbs up if you did not already. Now let's get into the players that I think the stock is falling. So here are some players, and we can definitely discuss some guys that we can add to this list because there's a lot of you can bring up some more names outside of these guys. So first one's Joe Flacco. The next three are the offensive line, and the other one is the player that looked like crap in the secondary in LaMarcus Joyner. So let's start off with Joe Flacco. Obviously, Joe Flacco had a terrible day, but at the same time, I do genuinely believe if you protect for Joe Flacco, he wouldn't have looked that bad because I saw some type of next-gen stat where when he had a clean pocket, he actually looked good, but the plays where he was pressured, which was a lot, he looked bad. And I said that going into the game, guys, if you cannot protect Joe Flacco, there's zero chance of him doing anything. But if you give him time in the pocket, there is a chance that he can facilitate the rock. Because it's not like Joe Flacco was, throwing ducks out there, but he just simply can't move. His athleticism is trash. He cannot move his legs, and that's why the stock's going down. Because with the offensive line looking the way that they did, Joe Flacco's stock is just going to go down and down until Zach Wilson goes out there. Now, the big question is, do we make a quarterback change? Is it Mike White? Is it Streveler? I see a lot of people in the chat and a lot of Jets fans talking about that. And then, unfortunately, we got to talk about George Fant. George Fant had a really bad day Sunday, man. Really bad. The good news is I do not think this is going to continue. I think George Fant is an established veteran in this league that he is comfortable at that left side, even though he had to move to the right side throughout training camp, and he's really unbalanced right now, and he's frustrated with the way the Jets are using him. But I do believe that this is, not going to be something to worry about because, what's crazy? The offensive line, as bad as it looked, the guys that struggled are the three veterans. The guys that looked decent were Elijah Vera Tucker and Max Mitchell. So that's why I have confidence in George Fant to bounce back, as well as Laken Tomlinson, because Laken Tomlinson we got as a Pro Bowl addition. Now, when we got him, we knew he was going to be a dominant run blocker, but he was not as good at protecting the quarterback as he was in the run game. But I did not expect Laken Tomlinson to be that bad in pass protection. 8 quarterback pressures allowed, most in the NFL. That can't happen. Simply cannot happen, especially when you're brought here to be the anchor of the offensive line and be a Pro Bowl addition. You cannot give up 8 quarterback pressures. So the stock is going down for Laken Tomlinson in his debut. I do have confidence in him in the bounce back. I think he's way too talented and way too smart of an offensive lineman for that to continue, but there's no doubt in my mind that he needs to step up. Connor McGovern, we all know, is the weak link of this offensive line, and he did not look good in his Jets in the game against the Baltimore Ravens. He was being manhandled. All the pressure came from interior. There was a lot of interior pressure, and that goes with the interior offensive line of McGovern. Now, I really think that the struggles of McGovern, Tomlinson, and Fant connect with Joe Flacco's struggles. I'm not defending Joe Flacco, but we all know the only possible solution to Joe Flacco having a decent day is protecting him. He is not an athletic quarterback that can move. Zach Wilson can get away with pressure here and there because he has athleticism to move around the pocket. Joe Flacco does not have that luxury. So my point is, the only way we see Joe Flacco being able to move this offense and move the sticks and get in the end zone is if we give him protection, and that did not happen at all. Simply did not happen. That is inexcusable. This offensive line is way too talented on paper for it to look like that, for it to look the way it did. I know it's not the offensive line that we all signed up for. We wanted Mekhi Becton at right tackle and Fant at left tackle. Mekhi goes down for the season. You slide Fant over to right tackle. You sign Dwayne Brown. Dwayne Brown's hurt. Now Fant got comfortable at right tackle. Now we got to go back to left tackle and start the rookie Max Mitchell. So this offensive line needs some time to gel. They need some games and reps. So hopefully they can look at the film, understand what they need to work on, clean it up, because they got a big test against the Browns defensive front that is pretty talented. They have a guy named Myles Garrett who you guys might be familiar with. So it's hard to assess this offensive line in just one game, but there's no denying they looked bad, and it's concerning. It's concerning. So the other guy to bring up is LaMarcus Joyner. There wasn't really another guy in defense that stood out to me that looked terrible other than LaMarcus Joyner. Everybody else in the defense looked pretty solid. I know Whitehead, he had a couple plays that he'd like back, but he also had a bunch of really good plays. So his stock's not going down. He's kind of neutral. So I think LaMarcus Joyner simply did not have a good game at all in his first full game with the New York Jets. Remember last year in the opener against the Panthers, he got hurt. So hopefully Joyner, that cannot happen. You're the veteran in that secondary. You got to be able to be that, not allow miscommunications to happen. I mean, that 55-yard touchdown that you give up, that's on you, LaMarcus. You're the veteran. You're the guy that's supposed to be the one that's communicating to the young secondary, and you look like the worst player in that secondary. You feel me? Now, I'm not making excuses for Joe Flacco, by the way. I see some people in the chat saying that. I'm not. Joe Flacco is on stock down for a reason, because he looked terrible. I have this photo here that haunts me. Look at this photo, guys. Look at this photo. This haunts me. I get nightmares. Joe Flacco looked terrible. Joe Flacco is a backup quarterback for a reason. He's not the Jets starting quarterback for a reason. He's the backup. He needs to be able to be smarter with the football. He needs to get rid of the ball quicker. He needs to be able to scan the field and get rid of the ball. You can't ask him to do anything with his legs, because that's just not going to happen. Look at this guy trying to run for his life. Joe Flacco, stock down. I wouldn't be against Mike White coming in, to be honest. I'm not making excuses for him. But you also got to bring up the offensive line, not helping him out, because that's a fact. So it's a really double-edged sword right there. Now, that's really my stock down. Does anybody in the chat have another player that I do not have listed here that we can bring up? Because these are the main guys that I feel like just struggled and are not looking good so far. So we're going to get back to this list, but now let's go into the stock up. Let's get some positive energy in the chat. Stock up. Who's trending up? Michael Carter. Garrett Wilson. Oh, man. Amari, I cannot believe I forgot these two players. Amari, you're 100% correct. How can I not add Greg Zuerlein and Braden Mann to this list? I'm doing that right now before we get into the stock up, because they deserve to be hated on just as much as the other players. Yes. Now, I see somebody say Corey Davis. John says Corey Davis for stock down. I wouldn't say stock down for Corey Davis, simply because, yes, he had a drop, crucial third down. It was a bad ball from Joe Flacco. It was behind him. And if that was his drop and he struggled for the rest of the game, yes. But he did go out there and finish with the most catches and the most yards. 6 catches, 77 yards. Was getting open, making good grabs throughout the rest of the game. So if Corey Davis did not bounce back after that drop, even though it was a tough grab, it was a bad ball from Flacco, even though you still want to see your veteran wide receiver get that ball, I'm not going to put Corey Davis's name on there just yet. If he continues to drop balls on crucial downs, then yes, he's going to be on there for sure. But I can't believe I forgot to bring up Greg Zuerlein and Braden Mann. Shout out to Amari in the chat for reminding me, because these guys deserve some hate right now. They do. Jets Chaos, what's good, bro? Good to see you, my man, in the chat. So Greg Zuerlein missing the field goal. The Jets offense is in field goal range. The Jets offense finally gets some momentum. The Jets offense finally gets first downs and gets them in field goal range, and Greg Zuerlein misses. And then the Jets get a garbage time touchdown. He goes out there and misses the point after. Stock down. Braden Mann. Are you kidding me? He shanks the 20-yard punt. That cannot happen. You got to be able to win field position in this league, and he looked terrible. So both Greg Zuerlein and Braden Mann. I see some people bringing up Bryce Hall. Now listen, Bryce Hall had 5 snaps, and his first snap of the game, he gives up a touchdown. I really don't think Bryce Hall looked bad on that rep. He had 0.11 yards of separation, the receiver. He was draped all over him. Now, would I like to see Bryce Hall maybe get his hand on the ball? Yeah, but that was tight coverage. And Bryce Hall's not the starting corner, so it's not really a big deal. He's cornerback 4 for a reason. Now, finally, let's get into the stock up. We got Michael Carter, Garrett Wilson, DJ Reed, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson, and all the linebackers. All the linebackers. Everaldo, what's good, man? Shout out to you from tuning in from work. I appreciate you, bro. Bryce Hall had tight coverage. Wide receivers made a play. Exactly. That's the way I'm looking at it, man. Agree. So the stock up is Michael Carter, bro. Michael Carter has been the guy that I've been preaching to you guys for so long, that he's been so underrated throughout the entire offseason. With the addition of Breece Hall and all the hype around him, which is warranted because he's the best best running back in the draft, Michael Carter's name needs respect, and he proved it. 100 yards at the line of scrimmage, 60 yards on the ground, 40 through the air, 7 receptions. He did drop a touchdown, and that needs to be brought up. Even though that touchdown probably wouldn't have won us the game or anything, but Michael Carter, he's got to bring that in. That's a touchdown. You got to catch that football. We got Ali in the chat. What's good, bro? I miss you. We all miss you on the stream. I hope you're doing well with your new job. I hope all is well with you in school, my man. We miss you on the stream, and hope all is well, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. So Michael Carter stock is rising. Deshaun says Breece Hall's not ready. I wouldn't say that. Now listen, last year, week number 1, Michael Carter looked bad. Elijah Moore looked bad. The rookies struggle early on. You cannot judge a rookie based on one performance, especially if they struggle. Breece didn't have an atrocious game. He had a fumble, which was crucial. That can't happen. I don't think that's going to continue because Breece did not have fumble issues in college. Breece showed his potential. Don't let Michael Carter's success make it seem like Breece is a bum, because he's not. Breece is going to be very good for the New York Jets. Now, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson. This guy right here had a phenomenal debut in such limited reps. Such limited opportunities, man. Played in like 30-something percent of snaps. Ali says, I appreciate that, boys. We'll definitely try to make a stream soon once this training ends for me. Return to Monday show. Dude, I have the Monday show, Ali, is from 12 to 2 o'clock, 2 hours every single Monday. It started off yesterday, obviously. So it's from noon to 2 o'clock. If that time works for you, you're more than welcome to tune in at any time. Jack came halfway through. We do live call-ins, and that's going to be the show every Monday from 12 to 2 o'clock. You're more than welcome to join that show if you're free, my man. So Garrett Wilson, he had 4 catches for 52 yards. He did not get the ball nearly as much as he should have. He did not get the playing time nearly as much as he should have. This man needs the ball. Garrett Wilson's stock is rising. When the ball's in his hands, he's a playmaker. He can do so many things with the ball in his hands. So many opportunities for Garrett Wilson to be a stud if the offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur, allows it. Because there's no excuse. 10th overall pick. Get this man on the football field. Why was he out? Why was he not out there? I understand they have Corey, Elijah, and Braxton Berrios ahead of him. I get that. We do have a talented receiver room, and I can't complain. But Garrett Wilson needs to be on the field way more. Spread the field out. Spread out the receivers. Give him the ball in space. He is a difference maker. You saw how talented he is. The first time he gets the ball in his hands, he almost gets the first down off a broken play. Just juking out Kyle Hamilton out of his shoes, juking out the next player. Yes, you want to see him dive for the sticks and get the first down, but I cannot blame the rookie for just showing off what he's got in the NFL the first time he gets the ball. This man needs to get on the field. So I love Garrett Wilson, and I think this man deserves all the praise. I really do. The next guy I want to talk about, DJ Reed. How about DJ Reed? Balling out in his Jets debut. Crazy, crazy stuff from DJ Reed, man. 6 targets, 0 catches allowed, and an interception, 90.0 grade, highest out of any cornerback. And the story of DJ Reed is really heartwarming. Well, it's not heartwarming. It's a terrible story, but you just love to hear DJ Reed. You know, unfortunately, if you guys don't know, DJ Reed found out that he lost his father right before kickoff. He was battling. I'm not sure the illness that his father was battling, but he was informed right before the game that he passed away. DJ Reed dedicated the season to his father. He dedicated that game to his father. Balled out, gets an interception, and he goes to the middle of the field, and he dedicates that pick to his father. Love what we're seeing from DJ Reed, man. He looks legit. He's a guy that we were hyping up so much in the offseason because he's one of those players that has so much good tape, like so much great film when you look at what he did in Seattle, and nobody's talking about him. Everyone's talking about Sauce Gardner. Everyone's talking about other players. No one's talking about DJ Reed, and he showed why his name should be brought up with the top corners. He proved that. Let's see if he can continue that for the rest of the season. And how about Sauce Gardner? You kidding me? The two new corners are balling out in their debuts, everybody. That should give Jets fans a lot of excitement. Well, DJ Reed, let's get back to him real quick. He was targeted 6 times without allowing a single completion, highest coverage grade in week 1. Now, Sauce in his debut had 34 coverage snaps, 1 catch allowed for 8 yards, 1 forced incompletion, which was a saved touchdown. Let's put Sauce on the screen because this man deserves it. Sauce Gardner looks legit. Looks like the New York Jets hit a home run with Sauce. Now, the reason why Jets fans should be excited about Sauce Gardner is because we have him and DJ Reed on the corners. Michael Carter II also had a decent game. Not a game where you're going to put him to stock up, but a game where he looks solid in Michael Carter II in year 2. Sauce Gardner possesses football instincts that's not coachable. He possesses a feeling to the game that you just have to just watch and admire. Sauce Gardner on this play showed you why he has all-pro potential all over this team, all over the place. So Sauce is proving to be a guy that the Jets can build around, and he's proven why he's the 4th overall pick. Remember, he's a rookie. There are going to be games where he might give up a touchdown. There might be a game where he gets beat deep. There might be a game where he gives up a crucial pass interference and or holding or something. He's a rookie. He's going to have a struggle here and there. It's all about how he learns from it. Did not struggle yet in his rookie debut, that's for sure. And I also love the way the New York Jets used him in his debut. They had him one-on-one with Mark Andrews. The times where Bryce Hall got subbed in is when they did man-to-man, and they had Sauce Gardner one-on-one with the best player on the Ravens, and that's Mark Andrews, outside of Lamar Jackson, obviously. So for the Jets to have that type of confidence in their rookie corner to go up against the all-pro tight end and Mark Andrews, and for him to deliver in his rookie debut shows you everything you need to know about the potential of this player. So Jets fans, be hyped up about Sauce and DJ Reed and the defense, to be honest, because the defense balled out. Jermaine Johnson, Stock's going up, baby. Rookie debut. We all saw in the preseason, he didn't really do that much. Michael Clemens was the one that was overshadowing Jermaine Johnson with all the highlights and all the awesome plays. No one's thinking about Jermaine Johnson, and Jermaine Johnson gets the first sack of the Jets season. Yes, I know it wasn't a full sack. Jacob Martin got credit for half the sack as well, but Jermaine Johnson showed his full potential on that play, and he plays with a high motor. He plays with resiliency. He has really good physicality, and Jermaine Johnson's stock is rising. I absolutely love what I saw from Jermaine Johnson. Now, the next three I got to talk about. Jets fans, I feel like we're underrating our linebackers, baby. These Jets linebackers look legit. We have three really good linebackers this year. CJ Mosley, we know what we're getting with him. Veteran, knows where the ball is, understands where he needs to be, that captain of the defense. Quan Alexander, what an addition in the summer for the New York Jets. You could tell his experience in the system. You could tell that he's got a lot of juice left in the tank. Hard hitter all over the ball. Quincy Williams, tackle for losses. Quincy Williams all over the place. Hard hitter. We have three hitters at the linebacker spot, which is why I feel like this defense has so much upside this season, man. We have a defensive line that is going to get to the quarterback consistently throughout the season like we hope. Quinnen Williams had a decent game. PFF actually graded him out as like the best D lineman in the NFL, which was pretty crazy. I think this has to do with him taking on a lot of double teams and triple teams and actually having success. If you look at the box score, Quinnen was quiet, but you watch the tape, Quinnen was dominant. That's really when it comes down to football. You cannot look at the box score, especially defensive linemen, and just look at that and think that's everything. You watch the film, you see Quinnen dominating. He had that crucial pass deflection that caused the Ravens to get that 3 points instead of a touchdown in the red zone. So the Jets defense could be serious, legit this season, everybody. And that's why I think the Jets have a chance to win on Sunday against the Browns. Now, you might think I'm crazy, but it's true. If the Jets can stop the high-powered offense of Lamar Jackson and the Ravens' run game, and yes, I know J.K. Dobbins was out and their starting tackle was out, but the Ravens are one of the best running attacks in the league throughout a long time. And for the Jets to hold them to 60-something yards is impressive. Now a big test is going to be against the Browns, who have a two-headed monster of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb with a very stout offensive line. Can this Jets defense stop that running attack? Can we force them to under 100 yards? Can we force Jacoby Brissett to throw the ball? Because if we allow them to run down our throats, we're doomed. Because this Jets offense, as we know, is not looking too good. So the key to the game against the Browns is going to be if the defense can win it for us. And I said that against the Ravens as well. The defense did everything they possibly could in that game, but the offense simply just cannot turn the corner. So that's really the stock market. Watch for the New York Jets players. We got Michael Carter, Garrett Wilson, DJ Reed, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson trending up. And then we got Joe Flacco, George Fant, Laken Tomlinson, Connor McGovern, LaMarcus Joyner, Greg Zuerlein, and Braden Mann all trending down. So that's really where what this segment is going to be about every Tuesday. We're going to get into the players that are looking good. We're going to get into the players that are looking bad, talk about why they're looking good, why they're looking bad, what is going on. Let's dive deep into what is happening with these players. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. This is going to be a live event every single Tuesday throughout the entire season, and I cannot wait to deliver these type of videos with you guys all season long. It's going to be a great time here on Jets Media. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you guys did not hit that thumbs up already, please do me a favor and do so. Really helps out the channel a ton. 33 likes with 81 of you guys tuning into the show. Please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Really, really greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys showing the love and showing the support here on Jets Media. Feel free to comment down below when this stream's wrapped up. Some players that you think are rising, some players you think are falling. Love to hear your thoughts. I feel like this is a great time for the Jets fans to voice their opinions about this franchise. So that's going to wrap up this stream, guys. It's going to go live for a half hour. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Week number 1's in the books. Let's turn the page and face the Cleveland Browns and I'll catch you guys in my next video and in my next live stream. Thanks for all the support, guys. Peace out.